Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. If you are a continued subby, you know I love you for it. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for your key to the week, you have the Devil card. Where is it that you're stuck? Basically, I think this week this is what's going to be highlighted to you. Where are you stuck in a rut? Where are you not moving forward? Where is it that you are effectively giving your power away to say that you're, maybe you're in a situation where you think you don't have any power. The Devil card always shows up to remind you that you have a conscious choice to take that power back in some way, shape or form. This is about you finding, even if it's that like on a really cloudy day, even if it's just that sliver of light, it will find somewhere to shine. And this week you have to find that place within you and also in your life in general where you do have power so that you can snatch it back. Once you have that small shred of it, it's time to start growing it or expanding it in some way, shape or form. Remember, the Devil card always shows you or comes up to show you where you are stuck or where you are in a holding pattern of sorts. For your actions and options this week, you have the Six of Wands. You've got more power than you know. You have more victory and success accessible to you than you give yourself credit for. The other thing that you want to be cautious of this week as well is overinflation. Like, this is not a week for hubris. And the reason I say that, like, I know you're probably thinking, hang on a sec, didn't you just say, yes, I did. But there's a difference between owning your power and, putting on pomp and fluff, right? It's not about, look at me, I'm so powerful. Posturing is going to get you nowhere. True ownership and mastery of self is what's going to get you ahead this week. Find your true power, the true nature of who you are, and utilize that to get yourself out of any situation where you feel stuck. The Six of Wands is a very movable card. It's a very movement-based card. So it asks you to consider that energy. How do you get forward? This is the movement of things, where things go back and forth, where they move forward. Your actions and options is about what you do. So this week you have to get to the core of who you are, right? Delve into the depths of who you are so that you can start to move forward. The other thing is as well with your Six of Wands, there could be an opportunity that comes up for you this week and maybe you convince yourself out of it. Oh, it's going to be too much of this. It's going to be too much of that. You can't say that you want change or movement and then sit in the same place when the opportunity arises. You got to pick a struggle, right? For your communications and conversations, you have the Justice card. So there are decisions to be made this week, big decisions at that. The Justice card coupled with the Devil card, this is a commitment that you are stuck in some way, shape or form. And I think this week it's going to be highlighted to you where maybe you are stuck in a rut, where maybe you've overextended or overcommitted yourself to something or someone else. The Justice card as well, when it comes to your communications, this is going to see you going through the process of negotiating. But because you've got that Devil card there, Pisces is naturally very giving. It's a very compassionate sign. But one of the things that I really worry about here is this week you might talk yourself out of, doing what is good for you, accepting what is good for you, all for the sake of the greater good. I have to say, because it is the Devil card, this is not a week to consider those things. It's a week for you to consider what is good for you, what is going to get you ahead. For those of you that work for somebody else, you got to negotiate like a boss this week, right? You need to be brave, bold. You need to stand up for yourself and you need to ask for what it is that you need. If there's something that you want, if there's something that you need and you don't feel like those needs or wants are being met, this is the week for you to speak up. The Justice card is not subtle. It really is not subtle. The Justice card is about committing to what it is that you truly want, need and desire. And in a lot of ways, this is, for some of you, this could be about a contract rewrite. For some of you, this could be asking for more responsibility. For some of you, maybe you're gearing up to ask for the pay rise. Definitely possible. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this week, It may very well be that a client that you have maybe oversteps the mark, right? And you being you, normally you'll bend over backwards for them. Only this week you could be like, no, hang on a sec, this feels like a step too far. It looks like there's a part of you that wants to stay quiet and there's a part of you that wants to speak up. It really is going to be on you this week, like what you do, what you don't do. Hopefully you're going to tap into this Six of Wands, own your power and speak up. No matter how much business or money or whatever a client brings us, if we work for ourselves, we work for ourselves, right? You don't get to tell me what to do. You can ask me for what you need and for what you desire, but it's up to me to decide whether I deliver those things or not. You know, that's just a little bit of my own business expertise coming through there. All jokes aside though, this is an important week for discussion. It's an important week for negotiation. When it comes to your, those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, what are you ready to commit to in order to better your life? This is the question that really needs to be asked. In a lot of ways, this is kind of you emerging from that place of, right, okay, I've had enough rest now. What else do I do? Because I'm getting restless. This is really asking you what you want to dedicate your life to from here on in. You know, is it going to be your vices or is it going to be your blessings? It's really up to you. For your money and materials, you have the Devil card. So something about the material world, the financial world is coming up for review this week. And in a big way at that. Where have you overextended yourself financially? Where have you maybe committed to something financially that maybe you didn't want to? This is going to be a week where you really need to consider what's happening with the money or on the financial aspect. The reason I say that is because it's a double hit of the Devil card, and when it comes to money, finances and the material realm, the Devil card can be challenging because it means that you're overspending, it means you're overindulging, it means you're taking things too far and there's no safety net, there's no off switch. This is one of the reasons it represents addiction, right? It doesn't have that ability to say no, it's just more for the sake of more. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your knees, your bones and your teeth as well, like your entire skeleton actually. Look after that this week. Find ways to strengthen that, whether it's through supplements or exercise. And then for your home and environment, something about the home and environment is up for review this week. Something about the home and environment does need to be looked at. Maybe this is a challenging conversation about, you know, who owns what, who pays for what, etc. There's a lot that needs to be considered here on the material realm. So, you know, be conscious this week. For your love and relations, you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is lovely. So for those of you that are partnered, this suggests that this week the relationship is going to be hard work, but some real progress can be made, which is wonderful. The Nine of Pentacles is beauty and refinement and abundance, but it's also hard work. This is, you know, where you really have to work very hard on something to enhance it or to enjoy it. And this week I kind of feel that. You know, this could be a week as well where you and the partner are maybe having discussions about what the needs are versus what the wants. Like, is this a want because it's a luxury or because it's luxurious, or do we actually need this? Like, there could be those kinds of conversations this week that definitely come up for you. Another way that this could play out for those of you that are single, this week there could be an infatuation. Like, you could be absolutely head over heels besotted with somebody, or maybe they are head over heels besotted with you. Like, and the funny thing is, there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of fun, sexy, you know, kind of energy around this, but this could be like, you know, like sometimes you meet someone and you just know they're bad for you, but you can't resist them anyway. We all, listen, I've been there, trust me. But this week, if you are a single Pisces, just be aware that you or this person is, it's not that they're, well, you know, you got a double hit of the Devil card. This person could maybe not necessarily bring the worst out in you, but they could make it very easy for you to give in to the escapist nature of Piscean energy. They could give, you know, they could be really good at speech in it. Like, they could, you know, to convince you that you know, they'll pull the moon from the stars for you. Like, this week, you really got to keep your wits about you if you're a single Pisces. outside of that, you know, have fun, enjoy, just make sure that you keep your feet on the ground at the same time. The Devil card is, after all, Capricorn ruled, which is very earthy and very grounded. Find a way to bring yourself down to that level, especially if you feel yourself being drawn in and taken in by somebody. You know, just put the brakes on, take it slow. All right, I'm not saying don't enjoy it, I'm not saying don't go with it, but just put the brakes on and enjoy it. For those of you that are partnered in relationships, something about the money or the finances is being reviewed this week, and I think this is a good thing, because I think you're going to get a real clear understanding of what is a necessity and what is a desire. You know, and it's good to have both, right? It's important to have both, actually. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.